Hey everyone, it's Sani. Now I don't actually know the title of this video yet. It's going to be something like Makeup Hoarder's Guide to Downsizing and Minimalism, or the start of. Me, like most of you, we're constantly duped by advertising, by YouTube videos, by magazines, by Instagram, by loads of stuff to keep buying things we already have. And I, for one, 100% will put my hands up. I've been guilty of buying exact dupes for what I already have, loads of stuff that I don't need. And really, I know better, but there's an allure to it. There is, our love of makeup keeps us hoarding. And I, for one, will never be 100% minimalist with makeup. But there are steps that I'm taking and have started to take about a year ago, I guess I started, to help me kind of down this road of minimizing my makeup to the degree that I'm comfortable with. I'm always on the path to minimalism. I will probably never be a minimalist apart from maybe interior decor where I have almost nothing. I'm really happy in white rooms with almost nothing. But I don't believe that it is a number that you have to strive for, that you have to have such and such many items in your wardrobe. You know personally when kind of like when that limit is, what is your limit. And if you don't love it, don't keep it. I always go back to Marie Kondo, but she is a genius. So I've got 5 steps written on a little notepad here of steps that I have been taking and have really helped me. And I still have work to do on some of them, and I'll tell you which ones. Number 1, and this is the toughest one. This really is the toughest one for me. I actually paused the video right there because I thought, I can't start with this. This is too tough. I'm just going to start with the tough one. So number 1 is be tough on yourself with expiry dates. Now, being tough doesn't mean to the month you have to throw it away. But if something expires within a year, if you're keeping it for 3 years, you're asking for trouble. Now, a lot of people don't know. I'm going to put a picture here of the PAO symbol, and it is the period after opening. And that's in most bottles, like for example, it's at the back here. And I have realized that I have actually used this for way too long. I think I've had this for almost a year, and this is 6 months. It's time for it to go. So check out the symbol. Also, I'm going to put a link to a couple of websites where you can read about how quickly things expire. And they expire quickly. The only thing we're really safe with is fragrance that can go on up to 10 years. But I've found that most of my fragrances actually don't. But being tough on expiry is not only getting rid of the old stuff, it is also important for your health, because most, at least people that use makeup privately, they don't disinfect everything. I mean, before I became a makeup artist, I wasn't disinfecting my makeup all the time. Yes, I was washing my brushes, but actual makeup, which is breeding ground to the bacteria, I wasn't disinfecting it. Now I do it, but it was only because I learned about it for a professional reason. But yeah, just be tough with yourself. If it's expired, it's not good for your health. It's not good to know you've got old stuff lying around, and it's time to get a new one if you don't have anything to replace it with. Number 2, so makeup is a luxury. It is a luxurious feeling, and the sun is just coming out. I hope the light is okay still. It is a luxurious feeling using it. But when makeup is old, when makeup is broken, when makeup is not bringing you the joy that you want it to, it's time for it to go. Case in point is, this is a Chanel cream blush. Now, I love this blush. This is in the shade 62 Presage. I love it. It's a really pretty shade, especially when you have it tan. So as you can see, I've used it tons. However, for the past, I don't even know how. Oh, I've managed to kind of fix it. Anyways, this case has been the top has been coming off when I'm using it. And this makes me really unhappy. I haven't been putting it into my pro kit because obviously you can't have broken makeup then. I have been using it on myself every once in a while, but this makes me unhappy. And not only is this probably, let me see, POA 18 months. I think I'm on, probably since I got this, yeah, it'll be a little bit over that. So it's time for it to go. It's broken. And luxury items, they're items that need to bring you joy when you use them. It needs to make you happy. And if they're broken, if they're chipped, if they're this and that, get rid of them. They're not making you happy. Yeah, that's like, for me, that's a big one, because I will hang on to things because I paid money for them, but every time I take them out and use them, like this thing was making me miserable for ages. Number 3, one item a week. So find one item a week that you are willing to get rid of after your initial purge. So the light is kind of coming through the leaves of the trees now, so you'll have to bear with me with the weird lighting. Anyways, so I have a little box in which I have a MAC Studio Fix, a BB cream that's too light for me, way too light. A couple of lashes in a style I wouldn't use anymore. I put in at least one item a week, and then when I have a box, well actually when this is overflowing, I get rid of the box. As in, I don't get rid of the box, I get rid of the content. So I either give it to friends, give it to charity, and that brings me to my point 4. So a lot of stuff I will give to friends only when I know, like, I'm not offloading stuff if I feel like, you know, just for offloading's sake, so I don't want to give them the burden of getting rid of it. If I have a friend that I know something will be perfect for, then absolutely. And I always tell them, like, please get rid of it if you don't like it, you know, I won't be offended. And also find a charity where you can donate half-used or like either new or half-used cosmetics. I give mine to Give and Makeup. I'll put a link below, and I absolutely love them. I think it's a wonderful idea. The makeup goes to women's shelter, so you can give tons of other things as well, but for me it's always makeup. And if you find something you feel really good about giving the makeup that you don't need to, it makes the process so much easier, I promise you. And then finally, like last but not least, is be honest with yourself. So this is really tough for me. Be honest with what you need and be honest with what you already have. So I'm often guilty of watching, you know, a review of a new product or somebody's amazing makeup. I keep looking at because my laptop is there. Somebody's amazing new tutorial and I go, oh my God, need to write that down. I need that. Most of the time, I already have a medium matte brown like it. I don't have that product, but I already have a medium matte brown like it. Most of the time, I have a foundation that will achieve the same effect. Most of the time, I will have tons and tons of these things. So I'm honest with myself, and I really only now try and listen to the items that go bad quickly. Like for example, mascara, that goes bad quite quickly. So I do write those things down because I will be replacing it regularly. Another one is in the being honest with yourself is, for example, a foundation will last you a year. Not the actual bottle if you use it every day, but like the lifespan of it. Now, I can have 2 or 3 foundations in on the go, but in a year, there's no way in hell I'm going to use like 6 to 10 foundations. Like, no way. Now, because I do work as a professional makeup artist, I always have the get out of jail card, as in I use a lot of product that I'm not using on myself. I do use them with clients. However, I use that too much because I've noticed that it is kind of like, it's become my, oh, well, I do it professionally, so I'm going to need to try that. I'm going to need to try that. I don't really need to try every single thing out there, if that makes any sense. Now the sun is really coming out, but this is kind of towards the end of the video, so hope it doesn't bother you. I'm going to put tons of links below. And I am going to make a kind of fall favorites. It's going to be a vegan fall favorites next week, as long as I can get all of the products together. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!